Hi, good morning. Hello.
Oh,
How is everyone? Hola, ¿cómo está?
muy
Mis
bien.
amigos.
Just na.
Mm-hmm.
That means I am a pineapple in French.
Je suis là. I am here. Also in French. I like I'm a pineapple better because pineapple is delicious, by the way. I'm Amy Beth. She's Allison. What are we doing, JP?
Are y'all pineapple on pizza people?
My kids are.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if it's done well, if it's pineapple with bacon, and are you going to say a pepperoni?
I'm good. Any meat with pepperoni, but pepperoni on pizza itself is so good. And I am tired of people acting like it's not.
Wait. I'm sorry. Are you telling me there are actual humans who do not like pepperoni on their pizza?
Wait, did I say pepperoni?
Yeah.
I meant pineapple. Excuse me.
Pineapple's good.
Pineapple
I had to be one over.
Pineapple is good on pizza, and I'm tired of people acting like it's not.
Fruit does not belong on pizza.
So do you think that way? Of course.
Warm fruit? No.
It's not warm.
Yeah.
Do you like cobbler?
It's not cold. You
do
don't.
Do you like a cobbler?
Yes, but that's supposed to be there.
Huh.
That's.
I feel that way about warm turkey sandwiches, where you go to a sandwich shop and they're like, "Do you want that warm?" No.
I love a steamed sub.
You love a steamed sub?
Yeah, I do. Like where they put it in the machine and they go,
I think it may taste weird.
And then the steam goes everywhere and it comes out.
Now, if it's Firehouse, hook and ladder, fully involved.
Hook and ladder.
I don't even really like that warmed up. I don't want my meat warm.
You're a steamer snob.
I am. Chicken, I can do chicken. Turkey and ham. No. Well, it's Tuesday, everybody.
Tuesday.
We're already off the rails. Welcome. This is the Right Side. We hope you are well. We look forward to hearing your text, your comments, your ideas. It's Tuesday, and that means, JP, what day is it?
That means today is allegedly.
And we have some banger stories for you for that. We have Yammer. We have a montage. It's just us today, right?
Just us.
Just us.
We've got a good Muslim minute today.
Can't wait. How are you guys?
I'm tired.
Are you tired?
Yeah, we went to T-Town again last night. Every time you go to the Tuscaloosa, it's an exhausting night.
Why is it exhausting? And why do you eat at the same place that's exhausting?
I'm just kidding. It's not. It's just Connor, my oldest, who's working in Demopolis. There's not much to do there. And so everybody, all the guys on the job site have started this whole golf tournament thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so serious that he forgot his golf clubs in Birmingham. So we had to meet him in Tuscaloosa to give him his golf clubs because, you know, the Demopolis Country Club tournament is very serious and you cannot borrow anybody else's golf clubs.
Well,
I mean, you could,
but you're a
this
loser
is
if you
serious.
do.
So we went over, we ate at Chuck's Fish. It was really good.
That's where you ate last time.
Yeah.
Is Chuck's Fish better there than it is here? I love Chuck's Fish. I'm just asking.
They're both really, really good.
What is your order?
Well, I go to Chuck's Fish and get chicken.
Oh, yeah, because you can't eat fish. Is the chicken good?
The chicken scallopini was really, really good.
What's
they both
Big J get?
Sushi.
Really?
Yeah. Connor says the best sushi he's ever had in his life.
Are y'all sushi people?
Or sushi. Anyway, I don't know why going to Tuscaloosa is tired. I guess because you drive over and then you sit at dinner and then you drive back. So it's just a lot of shooting.
It's so much
sitting. Sitting. I said sitting. And it makes you tired. It's kind of like how flying in an airplane exhausts you and you're like, I did absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Like I got toted around in a capsule and all I had to do was roll this plastic hard case behind me with all my earthly belongings.
I'm exhausted.
But I'm tired and I'd like a drink of coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah,
drink
while you're
Is
flying.
that
That's
what they call it now?
dehydrating. It's dehydrating.
Yeah, that's like reserved for anniversary trips and such.
Coffee, aka French 75.
Coffee, aka espresso martini.
Coffee, aka Jack and Coke.
Oh, that's Chris's favorite. If he's having that, that's his favorite.
That's a classic.
I learned about those drinks when we got married. I was like, oh, yummy. But I'm not good at it. So
I cannot day drink. I don't drink really in general, but day drinking,
it makes you tired. Like at night, if you have a good meal, maybe, but then I get tired and then you waste the whole night. So it's like, what's the point? At a party, perhaps. Yes.
Maybe we're just old.
I think we're old,
Oh.
but we've never been, you and I've been the same.
I wasn't going to say it. but-
We've never been good at that. I'm the
No.
oldest. It's okay to say that, which is, I think that's probably good that we're not good at this.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
You know, I don't like to be out of control. So that's really why I don't enjoy it.
Maybe that's our problem.
Maybe people would like us better. You know?
I do think that sometimes.
like y'all better.
Yeah.
You know, we're kind of a lot.
People don't like you.
Depends on who you're asking. Right? Is that fair?
I think we've been on some lists.
Oh, we're already on
I
a
think
list.
I'm on a list.
You're on everybody's list, JP.
Listen, we're on a list together. We're going to camp together. We can't take it back. This is who we are. But this is also who our friends are in listener land as well. So let's just, you know, if you're going to be good at it. I don't even know what that is.
Get carted off together.
Yeah. Let's go to camp together.
JP, I would say that you're on a list because you associate with us, but I think you've just done it on your own at this point.
Y'all,
Dude.
I think the column I put or that went up yesterday got the most crash out reaction from liberals of any of my columns, and I was not expecting it to that level.
I wasn't either. You didn't say anything that wasn't already known.
Yeah,
It was,
well,
I mean, it was just well said. But if by this time you're crashing out over what you wrote, that is a you problem.
Can you tell everybody what you wrote for those of us that didn't read it yet?
I wrote a piece. The title was "The Democratic Party's Communism Problem and How Republicans Can Defeat It," and pretty much linked in the first part of the column. Democratic socialism is not really democratic socialism. It's just communism. And here's how. And then here's how Republicans can defeat it. The last part actually, you know, fix the housing crisis and make Gen Z not attracted to communism anyways. But it got flooded with liberals saying that I don't know the difference between socialism and communism. I got my education from TikTok. I'm an idiot. I'm worthless. I'm a Trump bootlicker. All the things. But like, I was not expecting that one to get that big of a crash out reaction, but it did. It got like 600 comments. Just 100% of them are just liberals, just like reaming me.
That's precious.
So, but I guess that means I touched a nerve.
It means you're over the target.
Well, and what I love that they also haven't recognized is it's like our pot smoking friends who are super defensive. Again, that's a you problem. If you can't write about it and they can't not lose their minds. Also, they can't not tell you that's not what it means. Of course, it's what it means. Y'all are classic word definition changers. That's what you do. But guess what? In real world, we don't change definitions of words. Data Republican had a good breakdown. And because of what you had said yesterday, it made me go look at that. And she listed all the different words meaning communism. And it's exactly what they leveled at you. And you're like, oh, sweetheart. You don't know y'all are going to end up at camp too.
Mhm.
Bless it.
Which,
You just be the last ones to board the bus.
which, speaking of which, we're going to talk about Mamdani today and what he's doing, which I knew Mamdani was going to be bad, but he gets better every day at being awful. So we'll talk about that later in
Kwame.
the show too.
Mr. Kwame. Dictator.
Mm.
That's his namesake. All right. Well, that's fun. So you guys ready for word of the day?
Are we doing that right now?
Well, I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'm just wondering.
I mean, do we have comments already?
Nah.
Okay. Because usually it's like closer to 10:19, 10:20
Mhm.
when we have comments.
I'm already dancing. Can you please hit the button?
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna try
It's
some.
time
I'm gonna
for
try
the word of the
smooth.
day. 3, 2, 1.
Guys, we have a word of the day. Don't look, Allison.
I'm closing my eyeballs.
I'd like to let you know that this is a word of the day that I've never heard before.
Oh, shoot. We're not getting it, JB.
But it's a very delightful word to say. All right. I've got my phone turned away, so now you can open your eyeballs. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. This is a haphazard or makeshift solution to a problem, and especially to a computer or programming problem. For example, Andy knocked out a hasty blank to circumvent the glitch until a more robust solution could be developed.
Patch.
Makeshift. But that's part of the definition.
Y'all are on the right path. It starts with a K
Oh.
and ends with an E. Starts
Ew.
with a K, ends with an E.
Kwame.
Close.
What?
No.
Connive.
Oh,
Close.
not. Niv.
No. I don't know what that word means, but I like
I
it.
don't think it's a word. Kniv.
I give up.
Kniv.
No.
You give up?
I throw
You
it
give up?
down.
Kefefe.
Or kafefe. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
All right. You ready?
Mhm.
Y'all get ready to use this word a lot. Kluge.
Mm.
Kluge. Hold on.
Kluge.
Hold on.
Kluge.
Kluge.
Spell it.
Kludge. So if you were at the spelling
Kludge.
bee, at the Scripps National Spelling Bee, just remember, children, it's Kludge. Kluge.
Kludge.
Kluge. A
Kludge.
haphazard or
It's
makeshift
kludge.
solution
It's Kludge.
to a problem, and especially to a computer or programming problem. Also, though, don't you feel like that word applies politically? It's constant makeshifting on their part.
It's constant kluging. Is that a word?
Yeah,
Can you make
it is.
Can you make it active?
We have
and
a show.
verb?
We can make it what we want. If we're going to be like a Democrat, let's just change the definition or amend the meaning.
Yeah, the liberals are kluging along.
Well, that's good.
I like that.
This is good. Makeshift solution. Makeshift solution. Makeshift solution.
I think what okay. Everybody, if you're listening, time out. We're gonna have a meeting real quick.
Okay. Look, close your ears. Yes.
How can we use this to give away a hat?
Oh,
What can we do today?
all right.
Who can
We
be a hat
need
winner?
you in hour number 2. It doesn't matter what time in hour number 2. It can be 11:01 forward. To use this regarding our political leaders in a sentence.
And then do we choose our favorite sentence?
And then we choose our favorite sentence. So you better make it a banger sentence. It's got to be spectacular. Okay. But I like this word so much, I'm also going to nominate it. And we're instantly making this up as well. For words of the year, this is one of them. Kludge. Kludge.
All right. So I'm going to go get the whiteboard during the break, and I'm going to keep it behind me for all the conspiracy theories that we were right about and
Okay.
words of the year.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
WOTY.
Don't let me erase it because I'll have a moment.
Oh,
and
yeah.
have to-
WOD equals word of the year. WOT.
WOTY.
WOTY.
Whoa, Wody.
WOTY.
What's up, Wody?
Wody.
Kludge? Kluge?
Kludge.
Kluge. Kluge. Kluge.
Kludge. It's
very
spelled
fun.
like it should be said kludge,
Sounds
but
like it
that's
should be-
only if you're a rube. You want to say it kludge.
Sounds like it could be one of our allegedly names.
Kludge. Oh, darling. It could be a great name. Inspector Kludge. Yeah.
Kludge.
Inspector Makeshift. Just barely holding on.
You know how your father used to say things like, you jerry rigged something. This is kludge. This is kludge, my friends. You just specially duct tape in prayer. Dude.
And a prayer.
Include.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, you're right for Gen Z word of the day.
Yeah, I'm going to get this word today. Dadgummit.
Okay, well,
You better think fast.
I'm not sure how I haven't done this word yet, but if I have, it's been a while, so we can do a refresher. This word means looking or performing much better than someone else, which makes them look inferior by comparison. It could be a physical comparison, or it can be just general use.
Is it a word or 2 words?
It's
A
word.
phrase?
One word starts with an M.
Maxing.
Close.
Mogging.
Mogging.
You did it!
I got a word. I can go home now.
Very good.
Oh, she's so pretty and she's smart.
Mogging, which clavicular, I guess, coined it. But yeah, it could be.
Clavicular coined it. Who's clavicular?
You know the guy with the funny nose?
Yeah, the guy that is like a looks maxer. The guy that got nose surgery because one nostril was slightly smaller
Oh
than
yes,
the other.
clavicular.
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 He also got arrested for shooting an alligator in Florida. So, but
I have a
It's really random.
wow.
But yeah,
Okay.
mogging. It could be money mogging. It could be looks mogging. It can be whatever. I don't use the word, but that is a Gen Alpha word. Borderline Gen Z, borderline Gen Alpha.
So
Okay.
you just have to be different. You take mugging and you change the U to an O. What was it that I'm thinking Donald Trump's Democrat?
Democrat.
You change the U, the D. He messed that whole one up.
He did. What? By the way, we would never do this because we're conservatives. And they call the Democrats. If you're a Democrat and you're offended, I'm sorry. Okay. Not
No,
really.
You're not sorry because their policies are dumb.
You're right. The policies are dumb. You're not dumb. Policies are dumb. Okay. Anyway, if you had a silly name to name the Republicans, what would you name the Republicans? Because we're equal opportunity offenders here.
Oh, I had one. I can't say it.
This is good. This is good.
I'm not gonna say it.
Just so people can say, oh yeah, they actually do approach both sides. We do. And usually it's the Republicans who get more upset with us than the Democrats.
Karen Kratz or Karenkins.
Karenkins. It's pretty good.
It's the word that you say all the time that I hate.
Oh, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to make you say it. I'm going to enjoy this.
I don't want to say it, but
I'm going to say this.
I don't even know what the word is.
Say it. Say it.
Oh, this goes back to her old life.
She
so
hates
bad.
this word. And it's not a bad word, but she thought it was a bad word, but it's not a bad word.
It's just what I think of the Republicans.
Say it. Everybody, she hates this word. This is how I know that she loves me and I love her. Say it.
Panty waist. I said it. Panty waist.
She said it felt freeing, didn't it?
Panty waist.
I've never even heard that word.
I said it.
Okay. If you think of just old, shaggy, raggedy,
Your
like
grandma's
granny pants, it's that waistband that's all jagged up. No, obviously none of our grandparents had these, but they're just old, raggedy. The waist of it is all unraveled and nasty.
and it really doesn't do anything. It's not holding anything up. It's just there. Don't you think that's good? I think
That
that's
is
good.
good.
I think that's give a round of applause.
That's a good one.
A round of applause.
What's your word?
Okay. My word would be that's a great question. I didn't think you were going to ask me. I wanted to ask you. Let's see. Republicans.
I got one.
You go. And
I
I'll
already
have to
said
think about it.
mine, but I mean, I think what was Karenkins may be good, but there's another one that's a low hanging fruit. I want you to get it.
I would love for them to be Karens. Karens are actually effective sometimes.
No,
They're annoying, but they can actually get management to change their decision.
Recantlicans.
I can't lick hands.
I can't lick hands.
I don't want to kick cans.
Mm-hmm. Recant-licans for now. That's the nicest I can go.
That's not nice. Can't.
Licans.
Oh.
We can't. That's the way it's always been done. We can't do that.
Oh, that's good.
That ain't the way we do it.
So I'm panty waistikins.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Which Trump actually gave a good one for Republicans. Remember panikins?
Oh, that's good. Panikins. Panikins.
I didn't agree with the reason he gave it to him, but that's a good one.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's your word?
But to panic,
you
have to care.
No. He gave that one to the Republicans panicking about tariffs. So yes, I did agree with it.
Yeah, I like that. So what's y'all's word? Besides using the word kludge in a sentence, what is because we're equal opportunity offenders, your word for Democrat and your word for Republican?
By the way, we got a text from Barbara from Trinity, or Barbara, excuse me. I say Barbara from Trinity, Alabama. She said, check the pronunciation of kludge. And so we brought up the Googles here. We're going to.
Yeah.
Kludge.
Oh, wait. Okay. Is that right?
Kludge.
Kludge. Okay.
Kludge.
Such a lovely name. Fixing a broken chair with duct tape and cardboard.
They're kludgikins.
Kludgikins.
Oh, yeah. Y'all better top that because she's in the lead right
They're
now.
makeshift. Oh, shoot. We don't have a plan. Let's throw something together and look busyikins.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's
good.
That's good. But yeah, that's good.
That's what it means.
It's good. It's good. That's going on the board.
Okay.
All right.
I need the
love
board.
it.
Shall we go to Yammer now?
Sir, you produce.
Are y'all ready for Yammer?
Yeah.
I'm stuck between two.
Well, maybe you can do too fast.
Can I do too fast?
Yeah,
you can.
Okay. It is time for Yammer.
Not the Bee is reporting that Fauci's diary says he got a blood clot in his lung a few months after his COVID shot, but never told anyone.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you heard me. Fauci's diary says he got a blood clot in his lung a few months after his COVID shot, but he never freaking told anyone. Deport. For real.
Listen,
Insane.
there is so much that many of us knew almost immediately when you listen to Anthony Fauci talk.
That was good.
Okay.
Anthony Fauci.
Anthony Fauci. And what they call him, Tony Fauci. And we knew it because your spidey senses were tingling when he talked. Because perhaps you already knew the history of Africa and of AIDS and of all the ways he liked to try things out on people.
Ugh.
And we'll talk about it more today. I just want to know why the man's not arrested. What else you got, Sinclair?
Polymarket just posted this. Alabama Animal Shelter sues to block an AI data center planned 500 feet from its campus, warning the noise and heat could endanger its 44,000 animals.
Holy cow.
What?
Okay. I'm hoping that's a typo because the story there is that there's a animal shelter that has freaking 44,000 animals in Alabama.
Where is this?
Let me click on the things. I don't know.
That's very terrifying.
I'm going to have to do some more digging. It just says Alabama.
Okay.
44,000. Surely it's like 440 and they just put a comma and some zeros in there. Okay. Have y'all heard what a data center sounds like, by the way?
Yes, I have. And can you
Can
want
I
to hold
play
it up?
that real
Just
quick?
hold it up
Yeah.
so people know there's a reason why we are concerned. And it's not just because of the data captured. It's because of this.
So this is a 30 milliwatt data center in Dewalgak, Michigan. Okay. Some of them are 340 milliwatts. Okay. This is them just standing outside the gate. Can you imagine?
Can somebody tell me, like, we're five, why we're going to do this? Leave the millionaire talk aside of how much money it's going to make Alabama. That's what you want in Alabama? And we're supposed to just shut up and go, okay, yeah, sure, this is a great idea.
If you work in a business or have a house close by, this is what it would be like to have a conversation all day. Yeah. Now, they say, I heard Tuberville talking about that, they used to be really loud and they've gotten better, and maybe they have, but that's still operating up in Michigan.
Hope so, that they sound better, because no, that's an immediate and constant no. But here's hoping that new ones they build will be silent, like our dishwashers never really are.
So true.
And this is the most quiet dishwasher you can have. Get you a Bosch. They don't make any noise. Really? And then you hear the dishes rattling around.
That's what it is.
I'm sorry.
Jump scared me.
I'll be quick. Jared Hudson's Covenant Rescue Group assists in Priceville sting leading to 7 arrests. There were people who said that Jared Hudson didn't actually have Covenant Rescue or do real jobs or any of those things. And I just want to put this out here, kind of like John Wall having butterflies, blah, blah, blah. I just want to remind people that what he does is real. And they led to 7 arrests in Priceville, which is right beside Decatur and before you get to Athens, Alabama. And 7 people were arrested, and it was an undercover human trafficking bust. That story is by Sherry Blevins in Yellowhammer.
I remember when he decided to run for Senate, one of the first thoughts I had was, I want him to stay here and catch pedophiles.
Yeah.
Because he's really
Get all
good
the
at
pedos
it.
you can.
Yeah, I want Jared Hudson in my backyard doing what he's doing now. So,
Yay, Alabama.
okay. Next story from me from Yellowhammer. Excuse me real quick. I'm going to share my screen so I can put this up here. This is from Sawyer Knowles. As long as it takes. Tuberville and Britt both back Trump's push to cancel Senate August recess.
Britt came out and is supporting it?
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Good for her.
Statement
Go, girl.
to Yellowhammer News. Britt said she wants the Senate to complete a number of priorities before lawmakers leave Washington. Quote, I want to see the Senate pass Save America, pass the Russia-Iran sanctions bill, confirm President Trump's nominees, and prevent another Democratic shutdown before the August state work period. As always, I will stay as long as it takes to get the job done. I'm scrolling to see if there's a Tuberville quote. It says he separately endorsed both canceling the recess and ending the filibuster. Quote, the Senate has done, all caps, nothing to deserve a 5-week break. Tuberville wrote in a social media post citing military funding, the possibility of a government shutdown, and election security legislation. So both of our senators are on what I think is the right side of this. I don't understand the constant recesses. It's like, can you imagine if with our jobs, or maybe not our jobs because we don't do real jobs, but like people with real jobs that are like, I'm just not going to do all of the stuff I need to do. And by the way, I'm going on a 5-week vacation.
Well, in their defense, they go back and do stuff in the district. I mean, they have to meet with the people. You don't want them stuck in DC all the time.
If they do their job. Like, this is critical stuff.
Right,
that needs to get done.
Right. So it's not that getting back in the district is bad. It's that we have like the whole republic to save, and they can't miss 4th of July with their peeps.
Thank you, senators.
Yeah.
Truly.
I
Do you
truly
think they actually object? Do you think, because it just takes one, from my understanding, to keep everybody there?
Yeah, I think so. I still think we've got, our state's got 2 of the best senators of any state for sure.
We do.
They're about to get jumped in the parking lot. We'll be back. I'm dreading this. This is a hard conversation.
And it's a harder plunge now with the Scupsy of the foo-foo going around. So we may have to double. We may have to double flush the
This is yeah. Go ahead, double flush for me, JP.
Oh wait, dang it!
Didn't go. You got a floater.
So listen, this is really gross. As gross as the flush is.
It's so necessary, though.
But it's necessary. And it's something that Allison and I and our friends from our past life will remember that we've discussed. And why in the world will we bring it up? Well, it's the same reason why we do the Muslim Minute. Because it does us no good if we know something and we don't share it with you, or if you know something and you don't send it our way. We can gain information so we know how to go out and be ambassadors, right? I mean, we learn along with each other. I learned about this first from Larry Taunton, and I will always give him the credit because I had no idea that those kids that we heard about, probably you saw on Phil Donahue. They were on Phil Donahue's show, and they were talking about John and Joan. And it was the first transgender situation. That's how it was posed. It was posed as a bed of roses. Look at what we've done. And we never knew the whole story, but everything we're doing today is predicated on what a man named John Money did back then. And he's the guy who took twin boys, one of whom had a torturous circumcision right after he was born. They burned the little fella's male member. And then John Money and this boy's mother discovered each other because he said he could help. He used his life to talk about intersexuality is what he did. And he was an expert. Well, hold on for that. So the mother finds John Money. John Money says, I can help you. But first, what we're going to have to do is we're going to turn your little boy into a girl. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so they turn this little boy into a girl.
Pause. Was John Money, I can't remember if he was actually like a doctor or a surgeon, or was he a psychiatrist? Or was he both?
I'll tell you in a second.
Because why did the mom go to him?
They got put together at Johns Hopkins.
Oh,
and so
right.
Remember, and so
this
this whole thing started because he said, I can turn your boy into a girl and everything's going to be fine and he'll never know. But the problem is this little boy, while dressed as a girl, they renamed them. While dressed as a girl, always wanted to play with trucks, always wanted to be outside, always did male things. And these boys both ended up committing suicide, but all of the LGBTQ garbage is predicated on what John Money did and lying and presenting this situation as the gold standard for why we do what we do.
The gold standard where everybody ends up dying.
Exactly. Great. So, but you need to know who John Money was. That's what matters. Is that he, in 1980, was criticized for what looked like dangerously endorsing incest and pedophilia. He became fascinated with intersectionality and wrote his doctoral dissertation on the subject. He and his wife studied 105 intersex kids. Please understand, like there's a tiny percent of the population that's intersex, that they're, what's that word, you guys, that we use now? Hermaphrodites. Okay. But the theory that he based all of it on was that these people were going to surgically and hormonally stream intersexual newborns into whatever sex the doctors wished. So this has been going on a while. But it was all based on what the doctors wanted to do if they found a hermaphrodite child. So see, the whole foundation of, look, this is so great. They never told us that they were dealing with a teeny tiny percentage of the population. Welcome back to the right side. I'm Amy Beth. She's Allison and he's JP. I have to say our colors blend really nicely today between the three of us.
We're on fleck.
This is a new shirt, a new color. Well, not a new color.
Oh,
but crimson.
More from
maroon.
The girlfriend shopping trip.
Yes.
Rotad.
She did real good.
Is she a Bammer?
No, unfortunately.
What is she?
She's a barter.
Oh, yeah.
But her whole family, literally, she's the only Barner in her family, but she was really close with her grandparents, and they were Auburn fans, so she's an Auburn fan. But everybody else in her family's Bama. So, it's weird, but yeah.
I like
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Going our own way.
By the way, we got some comments and text if we want to read those.
Please.
If y'all want to comment in or text or comment on or text into the show, you can comment on the live stream you're watching on, or you can text into 833-687-4448. Kelly Jo on the YouTube, she said, Chuck's is the best sushi ever. Ask for their secret sushi menu.
They have a secret sushi menu.
Kelly Jo.
Not
What?
secret anymore.
What makes it? Okay, I know it's secret because you have to ask for it. But
Y'all
what
are
makes
fancy?
it good or different? Please text back. Is
I
it
mean,
better?
It's kind of like the medicine ball tea on Starbucks. You have to know,
Oh.
you're committed. And she's committed. She knows.
But are they gatekeeping all the really good rolls?
Yes. Sounds like it.
Yes.
Thankfully,
Good.
we have a friend like Kelly Jo who will tell you about.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Chris from Starrett, he said, I was today years old when I found out Allison and I have a mutual friend I went to church with back in the 80s.
Did you go to Severe Heights Baptist Church?
Answer,
Mutual
please.
Friend.
Now I'm dying. I'm on the edge of my
I
seat.
knew Chris and I knew him, and we were basically neighbors. I bet we crossed. Did you ever go to the Hop In off? That wasn't Chapman Highway, Maryville Pike, like Topside Road, right there. The Hop In.
What's the
I bet
hop in?
we
That
got-
sounds fun.
The Hop In was the gas station where we went and got
oh,
Mountain
like
Dew
you towed 'em?
ices and candy cigarettes. You towed them.
You
Candy
towed 'em. That was a
cigarettes.
northern thing.
Yes, we would go get those candy cigarettes
Have-
that had powder on them. So it was like you. That's what we did in East
Have you
Tennessee.
never had a candy cigarette or a gum cigarette?
No.
They just do the real thing now.
No, we
It's
vape.
true.
They have grape vapes.
We have grape candy.
We're
vapes.
going to need to order some candy cigarettes.
Okay, not
Next
vapes.
week when I come back, I'm going to get us some candy cigarettes. You need the thrill. My mom barely let me do them. So the only time, sorry, Mom, I did was when I went to Brookwood Mall with my friends and we walked around and the candy shop was next door to the arcade and we'd go in and get our candy cigarettes.
Chris, I need to know who our mutual friend is. Typing cat it in. This is so fun because it's so sad. Y'all are spoiled. Y'all still see people that you grew up with and that you go back to second grade with. I don't. I don't have anybody.
Allison.
It sounded so sad the way you said that.
Allison.
What do you mean you don't have anybody?
It's really sad.
Sure you have
Allison
people.
Sinclair says she doesn't have anybody.
I don't have anybody here that knew me in elementary school
Oh,
Is that a good thing or bad?
that remembers Miss Scarborough. Nobody remembers her.
well, I
Or
bet
Miss
friends
Yawn.
are listening because you know what? People are listening now, which is terrifying.
Miss Lewis, who was dating the gym teacher.
Were you supposed to know they were dating?
Well, it was very scandalous because we did. I don't know how we knew. That was like the first lesbians I ever knew.
Oh, they were. Oh.
Yeah. But she was an awesome teacher. Yeah, nobody knows Miss Lewis or Fanny Cozianis.
Fanny? Is Fanny Italian? That is a great name.
She's-
Cozianis or Greek?
She's Greek.
Greek. That's a great name.
Maybe Chris does. I'd feel at home.
Okay.
Spam Jelly also says, last comment, panty waist and Old Maid.
Okay.
All right.
Spam Jelly would remember my disdain for the word panty waist. And then it's been a long year's struggle to say that word. He knows how many times this one said it in public and on the show.
I did.
Old maid.
It was the one word I found out that she did not like.
It's just too descriptive.
It is.
It's just,
gross.
it is what it is.
You might as well say moist.
Ew.
Okay, I think it's Monstar's time. Let's get too far down this.
Time for news.
Tony Fauci's problem is this. There's a little-known federal law that says you cannot give an emergency use authorization to a vaccine if there is any medication approved for any purpose that is shown effective against the target disease.
Starting to see, as we're seeing virtually as the months go by, other groups that can be involved, and seeing it in children is really quite disturbing.
When you say other close contact? Give me some examples.
Well, for example, if the close contact of a child is a household contact, perhaps there will be a certain number of cases of individual who are just living with and in close contact with someone with AIDS or at risk of AIDS who does not necessarily have to have intimate sexual contact or share a needle, but just the ordinary close contact that one sees.
The city just posted a searchable list of every homeowner on the hook for his new tax. Names, addresses, 30,000 of them. A socialist mayor handing out a Rolodex of the rich in a city that just watched a CEO get gunned down on the sidewalk.
A number of people who are survivors of 9/11 are calling on you not to go to 9/11 memorial services. I wonder how you feel about the fact that they're trying to keep you away.
I will proudly honor the families, the survivors, the first responders forever impacted by that horrific terror attack.
We have done our part, and we will never stop looking for her. The world can be a cruel and unforgiving place, and I know that you have tried to do things the right way.
What?
Mm.
So somebody's still communicating with her that they have her mom and that she's talking to them?
Yeah, a lot of people have alleged or took from her recent bizarre videos that she actually knows who it is, who has her, or maybe has her
That's
body.
what
whatever.
that video looks like.
Her brother-in-law.
You've tried to do the right thing.
I know you've tried to do the right thing. Not just maybe you've done. I know you've tried to do the right thing.
What do you guys think about this?
The story won't go away. I mean, I get it. She's still missing, but I don't know.
I mean, it just seems so very odd. What are we going to find out when we get to the end of this? Obviously, her mom's gone, and for that, we are sorry, and it's a tragedy. But for it to keep staying out there, are we missing something?
Yes.
What are we missing?
I don't know.
But do you feel like we're missing something?
Yeah, they know something that we don't know, that they aren't telling us. And I think it's going to be one of those things where it's either someone close to the family or they know who it is. The intention was not to kill her, but they've killed her or she's died. And now they're worried about the consequences of it. So they won't bring her out or let her go or come clean. You don't talk to somebody like they have to know them either personally or as an acquaintance, or they have to have had communication with them over the past months, because that was very personal to me.
Yeah. My read from it is, and this is just my allegedly, or maybe it was like you said, a ransom attempt gone wrong. Her being in her old age, maybe without her, what was the device she had to have?
She had an app on her phone
Yes,
for her pacemaker.
For a pacemaker,
Mm-hmm.
Something like that went horribly wrong, and she passed away. And he panicked, or he or she, whoever, they panicked, and maybe just buried her, whatever, and didn't know what to do. Obviously, because he'd be now convicted for murder. And that's why this whole process has been how it is, because he knows if he gives himself up, he killed.
Yeah.
So that may be it. And I don't buy that there hasn't been communication between them and that's what some people have claimed, is that maybe they weren't actually talking to the person that did it or whatever. But I think now we've reached the point of, maybe they actually know who the person is and they're talking to. Maybe the person fessed up, like, look, this was a mistake. I want this to be over. How do we, that we may have reached that stage, but that's just all, again, what I read from it.
I mean, can you imagine being her and putting your life out there? Like, I recognize we're not Today Show watchers, but I mean, the world knows who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just putting it out there like that.
Yeah.
I can't really wrap my head around it, but I am in complete agreement with you. There's something we don't know.
And then one thing that we're not talking about is, isn't her husband a fixer, a scrubber, a cleaner, upper?
Yes. Yes, he is. So I'm thinking of the fact that her husband worked for the Clinton admin,
Yeah,
right?
he was there.
And then he left to
Yeah.
start his fixer firm. And if you ever saw that show probably 10 years ago, I forget the name of it, but it was a political show and there was a fixer. There really are fixers. You just wonder if there's kind of some shadowy association.
I think so.
That, I don't know. Anyway, I really don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't think they're ever going to find her body, and I don't think they're ever going to get answers, because it's like you said, JP, if they do, and she's been so public with it, that person's life is over, even though they already accidentally ended her mother's life.
Maybe he doesn't know where he buried her. Like maybe he panicked and just did it, and maybe he genuinely doesn't know.
It's pretty deserty out there. I mean, Tucson's beautiful, but it is scrub brush and cactus.
Yeah.
And rattlesnakes.
It could have been at night and he just panicked and just went somewhere and did it and then just ran home and doesn't know. I mean,
yeah. Well,
at the very least, I don't think she's alive, because she cannot be somewhere this long at her age with what she needs to stay alive and be okay.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's sad. It reminds me of the Natalie Holloway story.
And
remember how many twists and turns. She's here. We put her out to sea. We buried her in concrete. We left her alone. She walked, it was just an emotional roller coaster. It still kind of is. I don't think we're ever really going to know. And that's the worst. Can you imagine living with that every night? Going to bed, waking up, no answers, same place. As hard as it would be to know she was gone, I mean, at least you would know. I don't know. Ugh, I hate it.
It's awful.
I hate it.
Do y'all want to talk Mamdani the rest of this segment and then get into more Fauci, because that's a lot more layered, especially if you go back to his clip. That clip was during the AIDS, and he did the same exact playbook with COVID with that. But
disgusting.
There's several parts. The Mamdani, he put out his, if y'all remember, his pied à terre. I don't know. Pied à terre tax on
who knows?
Essentially, if you owned a second home above a certain threshold in New York City and you weren't a primary resident, so something like that. Anyway, if your second home, it would be taxed to the extreme extent. But he didn't only do that. He published the people who fall into that group and their addresses publicly for people to see. And I know Jesse Waters mentioned it in his monologue about this is the same place where the health CEO was murdered just because he was a capitalist, whatever. Like, you're putting these people in danger. That's so reckless. And it's one thing if it came from somebody, whatever. It came from the mayor. Like, how are you that reckless and insane to do that? And then obviously there's also the part of the 9/11 families petitioning him not to come to their memorial service. So there's a lot going on there, but I think the main, I was shocked. Like, I get it. Do your crazy socialist communist tax or whatever, but you're going to go above and beyond to why put their address and names out there? Why do that unless you want to incite violence or protests or whatever?
So Alex Berenson, who we started following back during COVID, he was a New York Times writer and now has left and does his own thing, wrote a book. One of them was called Tell Your Children, but he said, this is about the pied-à-terre tax. Last week, my mom got a pied-à-terre tax notice. She's lived full-time in her townhouse for 30 years. Did y'all notice how I said house and it sounded Canadian? She's lived full-time in her townhouse for 30 years. She and my dad bought it for under $1 million. She has no other residence. This is a part I hadn't thought about. Is NYC not bothering with basic checking of its own tax lists? She's 81 and has 3 weeks to get her name off the list, or she owes $56,000. Thanks, Zoran Kwame. And so I believe you're right, because that's what I wrote down when you played the clip of the doxing the rich, is where take this to its logical conclusion without actively saying so, what is he inviting people who have zero morality and zero qualms about hurting people? What is Kwame Mamdani inviting people to do by doxing the quote rich?
He's inviting at least the opportunity of violence. He did the same thing with Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't know if he's yesterday or last week, he called for people to show up and protest him being here in September. So are you that dumb to think that, regardless of your thoughts on Israel and the war, whatever, Netanyahu is one of the most hated, if not the most hated person on the face of the earth right now? Like, there's people out there that would do whatever it takes to take him out. And you're that clueless to say, go and protest. He said, protest is a cornerstone of our nation or something like that. Go and protest him being here. Like, you are calling for people. There's people out there who are crazy enough to hear that and say, he wants me to do whatever. So you can apply the same logic here. At the very least, he's inviting the opportunity of violence from these people.
And we'll pretend like we don't know how this is going to go. Let the riots start. And then, oops, the cops have to come in and lock everybody in their homes. And then we have a mini revolution going. And then if you leave, well, oops, we'll have to take you straight to jail. How do the DSA members not understand that this is how it always ends?
I think this goes back. I mean, really, the Fourth Amendment needs to be. This is an invasion of privacy. And to me, that's one of the most sacred things. The Fourth Amendment doesn't explicitly speak to it. But, okay, let's just go with the First Amendment. The pursuit of happiness, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. And you should be able to do that free from fear, free from your elected leaders doxing you and putting you in harm's way. But this is intentional. This is what he said. Well, actually, he didn't really say until recently, but this is what he wants to do. They've already lost $11 billion in tax revenue because the rich people are leaving the city. He is trying to push them out and flood them out with fear. And it's going to work. What have we said is the end goal? To destroy that city. They want all the colonizers, all the Americans, all the people that built that city. The city that has Federal Hall, not Freedom Hall, Federal Hall, where George Washington was sworn in as president. And effectively, New York City is the first capital of the United States of America. And they are symbolically destroying it with the free grocery stores, 30%. This is going to collapse the entire economy of New York City, the supply chain. Then you get people are going to start leaving, the rich people that support these things. It is going to be turned to crap. The Americans leave, and what's left? The Muslims and his people to take over and own the city. And symbolically, our entire country, capitalism has been defeated. And from there, they just go to Birmingham, to Auburn, to Tuscaloosa, to Atlanta. I don't know if someone does not intervene from the federal government and remove him from office, there has to be something at this point.
There does. And also, they like it and they want it that way if they choose not to intervene.
Are they into kiddie porn too?
Probably.
It all goes back.
Allegedly. That was a joke. Maybe. We'll be back.
And they were trying to help a teeny tiny percentage of the population. But Dr. John Money, also himself, happened to be a sexually depraved lunatic and perv who did loosely endorse pedophilia. But everything he set out to do was based on a massive lie. And so the origins of LGBTQ are based on a lie. But nobody ever dug into who was John Money and what did he do. So actually, the Rolling Stone back in 1997 did a huge article. When I tried to print it out, it was 43 pages long.
Holy cow.
Talking about John Money and talking about this boy and this girl who ended up committing suicide, both of them, because they were so forlorn over the life that this one girl who was a boy was made to lead. But for our whole lives, this man is held up as the reason why we have so much freedom in LGBTQ landia. This man broke barriers. But meanwhile, if you dig into the story, it's all a lie. All of it. And I can figure out a way to share the story on our website or put it in the news. Like, I don't know how to share it. You need to read it. This is just the surface level of it. But he did horrible things I can't even read out loud.
Well, sorry.
No, it's okay. All I wanted to
read 'em?
share was that he provided a seemingly solid psychological foundation for transgender surgeries. He did. One man in a single stroke offered physicians a relatively simple solution to deal with one of the most vexing and emotionally fraught conundrums in medicine, how to deal with the birth of an intersex child. And so he took that one thing, and this whole industry is built on that, from a tiny percentage of the population to this. And what are we living with now, you guys?
Dudes in dresses in the Netherlands that are getting accosted by the Muslims and want to come up. I mean, it's the weirdest thing with where we are, because intersex back in the day, it's kind of like we called them transvestites or cross-dressers. They were hermaphrodites. Now they're intersex individuals. Intersex people's babies are a real thing. Like you said, it's a teeny tiny percentage, but there are children born with ambiguous genitalia. And in which case, my understanding is that there are chromosomally, you can go back and kind of test and see which way they genetically actually lean, and you guide them in that way. But that is something, just living in a fallen world, that we have to deal with as a medical industry. That is not what happened with John Money. And this was a literal, it'd be like having to cut my hand off and saying, oh, you know what? We should turn that into a flipper.
Yes.
Like, well, I'm not going to be a dolphin. It's the weirdest thing. This was just a botched surgery. And then they said, we're going to change your entire genetic makeup and what God made you, and we're going to call you a girl. And I remember, I think that they would get him in there and make him play with dolls and make him wear all these dresses, and they lied to him. That's the most tragic part. And I don't even know how you come out and say that. Lied to him. I don't think he found out until he was in his 30s.
Yes, correct.
The truth of what had happened, but he knew always there was something wrong, and he lived in that tension his entire life, and his parents and the medical community were all in on it. And then it went down to he killed himself, or did his brother kill himself first?
I can't remember who killed themselves first.
But these twin brothers both ended up dead because of what the scientific medical community did to him. And that's what we're doing. We're watching these kids that the scientific medical professionals, the super smart people, are telling them this is what you need to do to feel whole and right. And half the time it ends up in death. Even if it's not physical, it's a mental, emotional, spiritual death that these people will never recover from.
Ever.
And
they're calling this man, what he did was a taboo breaking approach to sex. A man who thought that we had puritanical sexual attitudes, Allison.
Puritanical sex. What does that even mean? Like
That
we were Puritans?
That we believed in God and we didn't want to sleep with everybody, and we didn't think that porn was great or pedophilia was great. And so we're puritanical. And this man broke through all of that.
So we're free.
What he did, we're free.
Kind of like you can murder your child in the
Yeah.
womb. So you're free.
You're free. Go live your life.
Yeah, I get it.
But all based on a lie by a man who was a liar.
Ugh, sick.
Brad from Crimestone commented, to borrow from Steve Dace, John Money is the reason why there's a hell.
Whoa.
Hello. Welcome back. How are you?
We're fuzzy.
Y'all are fuzzy?
We're fuzzy.
So fuzzy.
Here.
It makes me want to do.
Y'all still fuzzy?
Yeah.
Did you watch that show when you were little?
Only because it was okay. So sometimes I had to go stay with our neighbors because my mom, single mom, worked like 3 jobs, and I would have to go stay with the neighbors, and they were old grandparents, and they watched it every single day.
Did you get good at it?
It actually kind of makes me feel funny when I see it now.
Really?
It takes me back to, like early 80s. Just everything feels like the world was kind of off. Isn't that kind of deep?
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah, so does Days of Our Lives.
That ain't better.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
we're
thank
back.
you.
That's much better.
Days of Our
did you do?
Lives.
Gotta disconnect my phone to the Wi-Fi sometimes.
Oh, I can do the same thing.
Yeah.
I just turns it off. There we go.
Days of Our Lives. I didn't learn to love the show until I was in college.
Wait a second. Is that the like soap opera show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Jack and
wait,
Jennifer.
no, it wasn't that. My grandparents every day watched The Young and the Restless.
Oh.
Like when in the summers, my sister and I, yes, my sister and I would be there in the summer days, and every day at that time, it was like, okay, turn the SpongeBob off, get out.
We're gonna watch our stories.
Yeah, like my grandmother would come in and be like, get out. She's like, y'all go play outside, okay?
Yes.
It's time.
I knew that Chris Shaver was the right man for me when I don't know where we were. I mean, we met and married in 14 months. So, I mean, come on. But we were, I guess, had moved to Charleston, and he hadn't started residency yet. And he was like, oh, no, we got to watch Days. I'm like, what? What did you say? He was like, no, we got to watch Days. Like, I planned my lunch around Days when I was at Southern. I'm like, oh, I love you. Because my roommate,
cracks me
Kimberly, all kind of fun things along the way. But that one was one of them that I was like, I married well.
I bet he liked Dr. Victor Kiriakis.
Oh, yes, he did.
He's like, I'm going to be him someday. And he is.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly who he is.
That's really funny. We would wake up when I was in college. We would get ready to. It was back when SportsCenter was really good. Yeah. It was on in the mornings. Yeah.
What you watch?
And it was funny.
Like,
SportsCenter.
But was there like a particular show, or was it when SportsCenter was just like
it was just
hour after hour
Stuart
of good sports?
It was Scott Van Pelt.
Man, he was
Scott Van
good.
Pelt, Stuart Scott, rest in peace. He was the GOAT.
Yeah, it was just really, really good. So Chris is getting ready to Days.
Mm-hmm.
We're over there getting ready to.
We can get to
SportsCenter.
We can get to Muslim in after this, but that is a genuine, like, you turn on SportsCenter and ESPN now, it is so bad.
Mhm.
There's no life. There's no nothing. Like, SportsCenter was funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got guys who were really good at their job and genuinely loved the sports that they were talking about, and like Stuart Scott and the booyah. Like he was like every morning for school was watching SportsCenter with Captain Crunch or Cinnamon Toast Crunch or whatever, and like that hour when I was before I went to school was SportsCenter, and it was a good watch.
Look
But
at his
now,
eyes light up.
that was my childhood.
I mean, wow. Look at you.
Rest in peace.
Aw.
But yeah,
JP.
you turn it on now and it's like
They've got their supermodels there to manage the conversation so the men don't get too out of line
yeah.
and remain emasculated. And we only say nice and civilized things, which ruined the network.
Scott Van Pelt's still good, but he's on so late.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's after my bedtime.
When I think SportsCenter now, all I hear is love is love. That's really like, it's like the want. That's pretty much their agenda.
Y'all remember Scott Van Pelt's reaction when he saw the guys kissing on New Year's Eve?
Yes.
He goes, look at all the
It's good.
That was good.
All right.
Anywho,
Is it time?
It's time.
Time for the
Muslim
Minute with Charlie.
is the fastest growing religion in Texas, the United States, and in the world. My name is Inshira Dahir. I am a history major and a proud Palestinian American Muslim social studies teacher in Texas. I've taught elementary through high school students for almost 15 years. These children cannot yet distinguish a fact from an opinion, and we want to dump Al-Qaeda on fourth graders. Before you teach a child about falsehoods, you have to teach them how to think. And I'm going to say this straight up. The more you try to suppress and villainize Islam in the classroom, the more you are doing Islam a favor. Because right now, today on the ground, Islam is the fastest growing religion in Texas, the United States, and in the world. Suppression doesn't shrink a faith, it spreads it. And you are proving that in real time. I want to end with a dua. Oh Allah, make us among those who speak the truth and bear witness with justice.
Deport. What the pray tell is a Palestinian American Muslim? That's like saying I'm an Auburn, Alabama fan. Doesn't work. What is that? A Palestinian American Muslim.
Are you genuinely asking?
No,
Is
I'm
that
genuinely
rhetorical?
asking. So she's,
I guess, born in Palestine, came here. Kind of like African American,
I don't
Palestinian
think
American.
it's an oxymoron. You can't put all those three things together and have us take you seriously.
Yeah.
And the threat in her voice.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan. And also it was so cute that she prayed at the end of her. And they attempted to cut her off, but can you imagine if a Christian prayed at that kind of meeting? What would happen to them? They'd be escorted out. Also, what kind of requirements are involved in becoming a teacher? And especially a teacher of history? And why in the world would you say that you need to separate fact from opinion about Al-Qaeda and then go on to say, and you villainize Islam in the classroom? That's because Islam is worth villainizing. Just using your own words, just using your own books, just using your own calls to prayer that we interpret because you're saying them in Arabic and somebody translates them to English and you're calling for the murder of the infidel. So help us understand why you're threatening us. Help us understand why you still have a job. And for the love of all that's good and holy, please help all parents in the universe understand what it takes to be a teacher and what requirements allowed for somebody like that with a bunch of mixed metaphors, essentially, to be a teacher. Why doesn't anybody care enough to get her out and anybody else who thinks like her? Or was that the plan all along when we instilled Common Core back in 2007?
Well, the problem is the First Amendment. That's what they're going to claim, which is a problem in this instance. Well, we can't deny her the job. We can't fire her because of the First Amendment. I don't care. Make something up.
Yeah. Well, then it's always an issue when you put the 10 Commandments in classrooms.
You can't have that.
Yeah. Whereas the 10 Commandments is not just a religious document, it's a foundational legal document. But it's Islam and the Quran, then that's okay. But I think I mentioned her several times, but I definitely thought about her in this clip. My teacher who was a Muslim when I was in 5th grade, and she was one of my favorite teachers I ever had. And I think back on it I didn't really, she was really the first Muslim I had come in contact with ever. But at the very least, she knew she was in a Christian Western civilization. I remember the first day of class, she allowed everybody to ask questions about, her job that she wore every day, and no questions were off limits. And then after that, nobody asked questions ever again. It's like we got it all off our chest, and then we moved on. But she did not push her religion at all. She did not try to indoctrinate. She was just like every other teacher. And again, I would have problems, with it in general, because I wouldn't want Muslim teachers, teaching my kids or teaching me. But at the very least, she knew she was in a Western Christian civilization, and she was not going to try and ruin, us and brainwash us. I mean, I remember when I was like really scared of wasps growing up, and she like every day we go to recess, she like make sure like I was okay if I was running away from a wasp. Like she was a genuine nice person, and she was not like that. But I had the thought of the Muslim teachers are the ones that are invading Texas now. They're coming to indoctrinate and subvert and dominate. And I just don't know if we're at a point where it's like, what's the good Muslim that's just they know the civilization they're in and they're not trying to change it, versus the Muslims who are trying to indoctrinate and dominate. Are they the same? Are they just at different stages? Is there a difference? I don't know. I still wrestle with that. But at the very least, I don't think it's wrong to say trying to indoctrinate our future with Islam is antithetical to Western civilization. Like at the very least, we can agree on that. I would hope.
I have heard from people like Raymond Ibrahim, who are experts in the subject, not just because they lived it or speak it, but because it's been their life, that there is not a difference. You have the people who call themselves Christians who buffet the Bible and go to church. They're holiday Christians, but show no other evidence of a walk. And that's who they are. They're claiming it, but they're not walking in it. If you're actually following something, you do exactly what it says. And so, as I understand it, from the Ali Beth Stuckey podcast and other things I've read from him, there is no neutral with them. Either the thing that we think are radical, and James Lindsay even said that's just Islam. That radical thing that we're like, ooh, that's a lot. That's what it is. And so either they're using a Mecca strategy until they have to use Medina, or they're not actually followers. There's no actual lukewarm. And maybe they think they're playing it safe, but there is no safe with people who want to murder the infidel. So you just play along.
Can we have a therapy session?
Yeah.
I need help.
Okay. Yes.
I'm so serious.
Okay. Well, everybody close your ears.
No. I need everybody's help.
Okay.
Okay. So, some of my husband's favorite customers that he works with, 2 of them are Muslim. They have stayed at our house before. Anytime there's a convention, we go to dinner with them. Okay. And they're coming to our lake house in September to stay because they're all going to the Auburn, Florida game. What do I do? Like, they genuinely are the nicest people.
They always are.
They are so nice. We are hosting them in our home. We had a conversation with one of them on the way to Tuscaloosa last night. So how do we, I mean, I'm not getting out of this.
So there's something called the Islamic dilemma, and it's a 1-minute questionnaire that you can use with them should the conversation turn. But the first thing we have to do is what Jason Bartlett said in a snippet from our podcast with him. It is, unless they repent and believe in Christ, they are not any different than the radical people. They're just biding their time right now because they're living in Mecca, if they're true followers. But the first thing we want to do is share the gospel with them. But in order to be able to do that, we have to ask them good questions. And the first one to start with is the Islamic dilemma. Ask them about that. Remember the guy we met in Texas and we watched that panel with, and we saw him in the airport?
Yeah.
He has a great 1-minute clip. And I think he invented this theory to pose. So that's first. You can really get a good read on them from this question.
This is hard because it goes into, and I think they would be open to the conversation. Actually, they work mainly with one of the other guys in Jared's office, and they have witnessed to him. And actually, one of them is very interested in Christianity. I think they would be open to a discussion, but especially when you throw in the whole, this is a business thing, it just gets kind of weird. So I don't know how and we'll have a delightful weekend. But then I go, well, if the call comes down, are you coming to get me?
Yeah. If they're true followers of Islam, yes.
What was that guy's name in the airport that JP thought we were going to sit beside and talk to, but I really just wanted the squishy seat?
I still follow him on Instagram.
I do too. Mike? Is it Mike?
It is Mike something. You're right.
His Instagram is called Inspiring Philosophy, and
yes,
he has great content.
Inspiring Philosophy.
I can't remember his name. It's off the top of my head, but yeah, that's when. And then when y'all went to the bathroom, I was like, oh, well, they're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to him, and then he left. I was like, guys, and then he goes, did you talk to him? I was like, no. But yeah, he's really good too.
Yeah,
he didn't really look like he wanted to talk to anybody.
He didn't. He didn't.
Inspiring.
So that is where you can start, is asking that question just to get the conversation started, because there's a massive dilemma. And then there's some Shahrukh Khan clips also that are very great to point the conversation in the right direction, especially if they're right, because our heart is always to evangelize, but we have to understand we're evangelizing people who from their own book say we should be dead. That's what it says. That's what their call to prayer says. And that's the most terrifying thing about it. Their book tells them they can lie. We know this for the sake of the cause. Takia. They can. And they do. And that's what makes it so dangerous.
So how can they come hang out with us? Do they genuinely like us?
Because the ends justify the means.
Or they can lie.
They have to think like they do.
They're really fun to play pickleball with.
I bet they're awesome. That's what I only ever hear. But understand, according to Raymond Ibrahim and James Lindsay, this is just biding their time. They're everybody's friend until they dominate the community, and then they're not. That's just the way it always goes. Since 700s, we have evidence to back that up. They're one way and then they're another.
Well, and I think regardless of, maybe they're at a different stage in their Islam walk or whatever, and they're not quite at the stage of like militant Islam, which I would agree is the ultimate end goal. And even if you are a secular Muslim, I would agree you're not quite full 100% on the ship of where Islam, what Islam requires. I would say those who aren't quite at that stage yet, or maybe they're more secular, I think goal number one is to try to minister to them, because that is the interesting part of Islam that I've mentioned before, that the end goal is to always, the end goal is the end goal, but there are certain entry points still, because, that's why I'm fascinated by debates with Muslims and Christians, is because there is an entry point from where they revere Jesus as a prophet. Now, they don't love Jesus, like what Tucker Carlson said. They don't think he's God. They do believe that he was a prophet and that God would never allow his prophet to be crucified. So he was lifted up from the cross. Like, there's entry points to be like, okay, well, let's see what Jesus actually said. Let's see, Jesus did call himself God. Well, Jesus did, there are entry points from the sense of like, there is a certain reverence for Jesus as a prophet. If we can get them to on the ship of, Jesus is actually God, before they reach the point of wanting to chop the head off of all the Christians, I think that is the goal of, the secular Muslims, so to speak.
Which is where and why one of the best ways is to start with the Islamic dilemma. It takes 1 minute to take them through the series. They do not believe Jesus is God. And the only way to get them there is to ask some of these leading questions. Because if they convert, they could be killed. They first Adam sinned and God forgave him, so there was no need for the fall. Like, they completely have twisted scripture. So in order to get them to even see that, this guy, Mike, that we don't really know, but we wish we could have talked to him in the airport before he scurried off, has a fabulous series of questions to ask to get them to start talking.
It's just so hard because I know these two, well, I don't know, but to me, they're in the Egypt, Saudi Arabia camp. If they would denounce the Muslim Brotherhood and designate them a terrorist organization. The United States can't even do that. But yet, I'm not sure there can be a distinction in the end.
Yeah.
So, well, we have till like September 18th to figure this one out. I didn't know last time they were here because they've stayed at our lake house before. They've been to our home in Birmingham. We've done this before, but I didn't know then what I know now. So things are a little different in my headicles.
Your headicles.
Yeah.
Oh, you're funny.
Anyway.
We can go to break in about 10 seconds and come back with Fauci and allegedly to end the show.
Cool.
Oh, allegedly. I forgot.
Allegedly.
That's so exciting.
This is very exciting.
Wait, what about Fauci? Oh, it's close contact.
Yeah.
Everybody should fear.
You guys, are we going to be happy with anything less than frog marching him to prison after a testimony?
After a fair trial.
Was RFK Jr. talking about ivermectin?
Yeah, that's actually an old clip.
Yeah.
But yes, he was talking about ivermectin.
I'm glad that's old because his voice sounded worse.
I agree.
And I was thinking he lost some ground there. Okay. Allegedly, and Fauci on the other side, which they kind of go together.
That's right, Brad.
Gosh, I love Steve Dace. He's all, but that is, yes, John Money.
So if you get into a discussion with somebody about
That's
LGBTQ, tell them to type in John Money in the Rolling Stone. It's from 1997. But look him up. He was a total perv. He lied. He wrecked 2 kids' lives who ended up dying. But the whole of this movement is based on what this man did, the lies he told, and we're all suffering from it as a result.
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of John Money.
Oh, he's like got
some
shaggy hair.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's the person. You know that there are people that walk in a room and you don't know them, you've never met them, but you just get that evil, dark, sleazy, sinister, depraved feeling. Yeah, I'm guessing that's John Money.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
ew.
He's hiding under your bed in your nightmares.
Ugh.
I'm dreading this. This is a hard conversation.
And it's a harder plunge now with the Scupsy of the Fufu going around. So we may have to double. We may have to double flush the
This is yeah. Go ahead, double flush for me, JP.
Oh wait, dang it!
Didn't go. You got a floater.
So listen, this is really gross. As gross as the flush is.
It's so necessary, though.
But it's necessary. And it's something that Allison and I and our friends from our past life will remember that we've discussed. And why in the world will we bring it up? Well, it's the same reason why we do the Muslim Minute. Because it does us no good if we know something and we don't share it with you, or if you know something and you don't send it our way. We can gain information so we know how to go out and be ambassadors, right? I mean, we learn along with each other. I learned about this first from Larry Taunton. And I will always give him the credit because I had no idea that those kids that we heard about, probably you saw on Phil Donahue. They were on Phil Donahue's show, and they were talking about John and Joan. And it was the first transgender situation. That's how it was posed. It was posed as a bed of roses. Look at what we've done. And we never knew the whole story, but everything we're doing today is predicated on what a man named John Money did back then. And he's the guy who took twin boys, one of whom had a torturous circumcision right after he was born. They burned the little fella's male member. And then John Money and this boy's mother discovered each other because he said he could help. He used his life to talk about intersexuality is what he did. And he was an expert. Well, hold on for that. So the mother finds John Money. John Money says, I can help you. But first, what we're going to have to do is we're going to turn your little boy into a girl. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so they turn this little boy into a girl.
Pause. Was John Money, I can't remember if he was actually like a doctor or a surgeon, or was he a psychiatrist? Or was he both?
I'll tell you in a second.
Because why did the mom go to him?
They got put together at Johns Hopkins.
Oh,
and so
right.
Remember, and
Oh,
so this whole thing started because he said, I can turn your boy into a girl and everything's going to be fine and he'll never know. But the problem is this little boy, while dressed as a girl, they renamed them. While dressed as a girl, always wanted to play with trucks, always wanted to be outside, always did male things. And these boys both ended up committing suicide, but all of the LGBTQ garbage is predicated on what John Money did and lying and presenting this situation as the gold standard for why we do what we do.
The gold standard where everybody ends up dying.
Exactly. Great. So, but you need to know who John Money was. That's what matters. Is that he, in 1980, was criticized for what looked like dangerously endorsing incest and pedophilia. He became fascinated with intersectionality and wrote his doctoral dissertation on the subject. He and his wife. Hello, welcome back. So here's how this last block of time is going to go. We're going to look at your text. You have sent some in. Then we're going to talk about Fauci and the devilish man that he is. Can we all agree on that? And then allegedly. JP. Oh, wait. Allison has breaking news.
Oh, wait. And first, for those who didn't watch yesterday, we're wearing our allegedly hats because it's allegedly day.
Allegedly.
I can figure my fingers.
Oh, we've already forgotten about the game we're playing about kludging.
Oh, that's right. Kludge.
Nobody's used kludge in a sentence.
Kludge.
Nobody wants a hat.
Well, maybe people weren't watching at the beginning of the show.
Hat.
I don't know.
It sounds like
Well, we've only got like
Dr. Evil.
We've only got like 1 or 2 more hats to give away, so
That's not true. We got like 5 or 6.
I know, and
or some spoken for.
No. 3 are for us. We gave 1 to a friend, and then we've got a couple that we're gonna give away. Remember, to a certain like friends of Rightside. So we don't have a lot to give away from there.
Yeah, it's a very special hat.
Yeah.
All right, breaking news. Tell me what y'all think about this. The Trump administration is to place signs outside of the Smithsonian to warn about woke propaganda.
What do you think?
How about you take it out? Like, do you run the federal government or do you not?
They allegedly run the federal government.
That's the lamest thing I've ever heard.
That's called kludging.
Yes. What a kludger.
Such a kludger.
Fire somebody. Replace somebody. Who appoints these people? Who's the head of the Smithsonian? I mean, Come on. I'm going to put up a little sign on the door that says, warning, you might be offended. I'm offended at your offensiveness of thinking I won't be more offended by your sign. Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Thank you. All right, what
Sorry,
we got,
I'm
friend?
I'm typing catting.
Yeah,
Who are
you
you
really
typing?
are.
I'm looking up who is in charge of the Smithsonian
Oh,
Museum.
thank you.
That guy?
The Smithsonian Institute.
Mm-hmm.
It's run by Secretary Lonnie G. Bunch III.
Yeah, that's a problem. What a
And it's
name.
governed by a 17-member board of regents.
Regents?
Retards?
Regents. This governing body administers the institution and appoints the secretary. It includes the Chief Justice of the United States as chancellor, the Vice President of the United States, 3 senators, 3 members of the House of Representatives, and 9 citizen members.
Please tell me who is on the Board of Regents right now.
The vice president, the
John Roberts, J.D.
John
Vance.
Roberts, Yep.
J.D. Vance. Here, I'm pulling it
Who
up.
are senators?
404 not found. 404 not found.
Oh, they're scrubbing.
404 not found.
NSA.
I hit three. I clicked 3 links for it, and it's not popping up.
Come on, man.
I say we dox them.
Okay.
What their website? I try to click on their website, and it says 404 not found. Were they hacked?
Or maybe they just scrubbed it, and those reputation helpers, the scrubbers.
Here we go.
Scrubbing.
I got it.
Okay, good.
John Roberts, J.D. Vance,
Mm-hmm.
John Boozman.
Okay.
These are the senators: Catherine Cortez Masto and Gary Peters. They're losers because I don't know him. U.S. Representatives Carlos Jimenez. Isn't he the one that his girlfriend?
Isn't he a biscuit?
Doris Matsui and Adrian Smith. These are all liberals.
Makes sense.
Citizen regents appointed by Congress: Barbara Barrett, Antoinette Bush, Roger Ferguson, Michael Govan, Michael Linton, Denise O'Leary, Franklin D. Raines. And there are 2 that are all right. So it's a bunch of yeah.
liberals.
Well, why won't John Roberts and I guess are they just
Well, John Roberts is a squishy.
He is a piece of chewed gum.
So it's really just J.D. Vance on there that would do anything about it.
And Woody?
I think he would. He's outnumbered, though.
Okay.
the secretary manages the day-to-day but is not a voting member. All right. Well, I guess in the meantime, before they can, well, could Congress pull their appointments and replace them? That's what we need to check into.
That's a great question.
Yeah. Like, oops, we made a mistake.
I ship that.
I
did it again.
By the way, we just
Stay
got
with America.
we just got
Or-
2 kludge texts.
And
Chris from Sterrett was the first one. He said, "While I agree with the use of the National Guard to secure the safety of our cities from themselves, this kludge, while effective, caused discontent among many American panicans."
It's good.
He took that assignment seriously.
Okay, well, Ian from Hartsel did not, because he said we should kludge the Friday show by day drinking from the start of the show.
That's good. Oh, y'all are the best.
Okay, that's good. All
That's
right,
good.
we have 2 contenders.
We got 2
If
contenders.
you'd like to be in the running for the hat, we'll go see what colors we have left. I can't remember. We got 2. We'll do it at the end of the show, but
Yeah.
we'll probably forget.
Yeah, we
Probably.
We also got a text. I don't know if I can say this word. This slur.
Is it a
War.
war eagle?
That from Chelsea. Need an update on quote fathead Amy for Friday. Goal is to get pick made with at the event. From a new texter.
I love that. You remember Fat Amy from Bridesmaids? Okay, so Fathead Amy
Hey.
might be. Forget flat abs. We're going fat.
Hey.
Okay, she's in the works. She will be there. Wait, will Chelsea? Not Chelsea. Will War Eagle from Chelsea be there?
That's what she's saying. Her goal is to get a pick
So
made with it.
she's gonna get a picture This is awesome. This is the best thing. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see you there. War Eagle.
And we got one more comment, and then we can get to Fauci. This is about the Smithsonian. ObFan00 on YouTube. She said, sadly, it won't do any good. Like normal Republicans doing signs, guess instead of strongly worded letters.
Oh, that's good. ObFan. That's good. That's good. The strongly worded letter. Now we're putting up warning signs. Warning.
Warning. Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
It's like Kevin from The Office. Warning, warning, warning. They just have like a big mannequin of Trump there. Warning, warning.
We're not taking the interchangeable genitalia out. We're just going to tell you
it's
warning.
in there.
The porn remains, people.
We're cooked.
We're cooked.
We're smothered, covered, chunked. Whatever else it is that you get at Waffle House. I don't get those.
All American.
I get
Or
grits.
the All-Star, I mean.
I get grits, man.
But trust us, we run the entire world.
Yeah.
We can. Ugh.
It's what I said earlier. At some point, you have to go, oh, you don't do anything because you actually like what's happening.
They're kludging.
Not to do something is
Okay.
to do something.
I think we got one. I don't know if he was watching at the beginning of the show because I think he tried to say kludging, but he said kludgy. The current Republican Party leadership is cautious to reform their chosen kludgy party primaries for fear of electing actual conservatives to run in the general elections.
Once in future, you are right. That's good. Kludgy.
I like that. I like that. How are we supposed to choose, people?
Oh, we got 3 right now.
How are we supposed to choose?
Oh, boy.
Gotta
Maybe we
remember,
don't.
Once in future, Ian from Hartsel and Christmas.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, she should.
Ian, K-Town, and OF.
OF. That's OnlyFans. Stop. OAF.
All right. All right.
Okay. Quick.
Fauci.
Quick, Fauci. Guys, I don't know if you've heard this about Fauci. Maybe you have. This is from Joseph Massey. Patricia Heaton reposted it. This is from his diary, March 14th, 2021.
Dear diary.
This is basically the day after Wesley got home from West Virginia for the spring break that ended the following September. So much fan mail, I had to turn my closet into a climate-controlled archive. Wow, I can't leave my home because the neighbors claim my name and disturb the wildlife. One gal tore her shirt off. Hiya, hottie, she screamed. Nude, but she wore a cloth mask with an argyle pattern. I recommend argyle because it may be highly effective in disrupting mouth debris distribution. Same with the red clown noses. I waved and shouted, "Stay safe." As I got in the car, I butt dialed Jane Fonda. And we had a This is 100% true. We had a wonderful chat. She's sending me one of my bobbleheads to sign with the blood of a goat sacrificed on the full moon. Off now to be interviewed. Blitzer, who I had dinner with yesterday. Delicious mozzarella sticks, no mask, but hot dairy dilutes the germ plume. This diary entry does not appear in Anthony Fauci diary released by Rand Paul. No entry exists in the documents. Still, Joseph Massey said hands down one of the most disturbing entries, and it's actually making the rounds that
is that real?
Well, we're gonna go find out. Yeah, they're saying, please note this is satire. I wrote it to mock Fauci. Fauci's a wicked little man who deserves prison.
Delicious mozzarella sticks dilute the bloom.
But very close to what he said. Basically, here's the takeaway. Even though that's satire, the man is a psychopath.
Didn't see it. Pull it back up.
What? He's a psychopath. See?
That's him.
That's not actually him, but it is him.
That's exactly what he looked like when he was writing.
Obsessed with the fame. Obsessed.
Saved
That
by the
is documented.
Bell. The Babysitter Club.
That was my childhood. The Beanie Babies.
Oh,
Sweet Valley High.
Oh, the girls from
Ooh.
Sweet Valley High.
What are hogs?
Lisa Frank.
Were they?
Don't know.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. All the scrunchies.
Mm.
I don't know Lisa Frank.
I see a Fauci's diary with a unicorn and
Babysitter's Club. Do you
rainbows.
remember that?
Yes, those were the best.
Gosh, that was a great day. That was a great era.
Vaccines are cool. Stay safe.
Wear your mask, but I'm not gonna.
But dial Jane Fonda.
That was good.
That is really funny. So he lied to us. And that guy on the chairlift when we were skiing in that year, when I said it came from a lab and he was a resident in internal medicine and he was so much smarter than me. And he thought I was some Southern idiot. He owes me an apology too.
Was his name like Festus or something?
Yeah, he was a little guy.
A tiny little man.
Yeah, just like Fauci.
So Faucian.
Faucian.
I thought you'd like that.
It was good.
Remember when that guy Steve Dace wrote a book about the Faucian bargain? That was really good. Short, truthful.
Have y'all read RFK's?
Yes.
What's it called? The Truth of, or The Real Anthony
Yep.
Fauci? Is that it?
Yep.
I haven't read it.
I can bring it to you. It is a slog. Some of it you already know, but he went to the Congo. There's other places in Africa where Fauci used people that the world would have never known about as human guinea pigs for all of his trial balloons. He's been a monster in American culture since the 70s.
And you know what? All of it's true, because if it wasn't, the book would have been shut down.
And you know how else we know it's true? He was pardoned by Biden.
Yeah. Or the auto pen.
Exactly.
Biden is an auto pen.
It's true.
That's good. We should just, instead of saying Biden, we should just say AP.
OF, AP.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
Is it time for allegedly?
It's time.
Who wants to go first?
Well, so I'm switching it up a little bit today.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to introduce a new friend of allegedly.
Okay.
And I don't know her name, but she's I think from somewhere here in Alabama, because I think this is her real accent, and she's got some information she wants to bring you about flock cameras.
Oh.
She runs a TikTok, not a station. What do you call it? Channel or account called Murders and Munchies.
Munchies and Murder.
Munchies and Murder. And she's real cute, but she's going to tell you about some police officers and those flocks.
Oh,
those flocking cameras. I say no to flock. Can you play
to tell you for y'all on this Saturday morning? You know, a lot of people's been talking about the flock cameras lately, and that they're worried about invasion of their privacy, and they're worried about officers misusing that data, and it's held by third party, and they're worried about other people getting their hands on that data. And quite a few officers across the United States have been fired and arrested for misusing flock data footage. Just this week in St. Clair County, Alabama, in Moody and Springville, officers were fired for misusing flock footage. So let's start over there at the Moody Police Department with Justin Crump. That's right. Justin Crump was an officer over there in Moody, Alabama, and he was fired for misusing flock footage. Now, word on the street is that he used it to stalk a woman that he'd been in a previous relationship with, but I haven't verified that yet. Now let's jump over to the Springville Police Department in Springville, Alabama, where Kevin Thompson, an officer with the Springville Police Department, was fired for misusing flock footage. Now, I know we've seen these cases going on across the United States. The officers will be fired and then subsequently arrested for misusing flock footage. Neither one of these officers have been arrested yet. Yeah, have a good day.
I love it. So she's spilling tea. Now, allegedly, these are the things that are happening. And so just to recap what she said, the Moody Police Detective Sergeant Justin Crump was fired for alleged misuse and abuse of the flock safety camera. It said this is Marshall Ingram on the Facebooks. It says, get this. He apparently had been stalking the victim for over a year, monitoring her whereabouts through the flock database. In Springville, Kevin Thompson to resign. He was allowed to resign after investigation revealed alleged misuse of the flock safety database. Y'all, I went to a website called dflock.org this morning.
Oh, DFlock.
DEFLOC. CK.
Okay, DFlock.
DFlock.org.
Okay.
And you pull it up, y'all. Birmingham is covered in flock cameras. The South Florida is basically a solid sheet of ice. Look at this. Look right here. Look right here. If you go to the map, do you see somewhere there's a map and you can type in?
Oh my goodness.
Type in, where is that? Birmingham? That looks like Birmingham.
Yeah, this is Birmingham.
Yeah, look at that.
We kind of look like a butterfly.
Yeah,
You see that? Butterfly fly away.
John Wall.
Huh.
Doing his thing.
Look at that.
Yeah. So down here is where we are. They're just popping up and popping up and popping up. And it is just getting really scary. But, here's the thing. I don't want nobody stalking me. And people say, well, you know what? They already can track you on your phone. Like, what's so different? What's so different? Well, the difference is I have a choice. I can throw this in the lake and never use it again. I'm choosing. Just like when I go to the airport and I say, you ain't taking a picture of my face.
Which she does do, by the way.
We have seen it in live and living color.
I cause a stir. Somebody's got to be the resistance. And so I do that. And they say, well, we delete it. I don't care.
You're just like my husband. He
I
does
have
the
a
same
choice.
thing. Mm-hmm.
But when we drive out of here, out of this neighborhood today, we don't have a choice. It's flagging everything about our cars.
I agree with you. And we need to take that on as another campaign.
Flock no.
I love that so much.
Flock no mo.
Let's have
Stop the flock.
a moment for this. Flock no mo.
Flock D's.
Flock. I'm making hats.
Okay.
Flock D's with a little peanut next to it. Come at me. Okay.
You ready?
I'm going to calm down.
You good? You
Yeah,
good?
I'm good. I'm sitting back.
Okay, now listen. My story is just a continuation, but it's got more details. And I'd like to say, if y'all got children in the car, just little children, you may want to turn this down. Okay. The University of Alabama at Birmingham continues to receive federal grant money to support its study on improving the vaginal health of so-called transgender men. Won $316,000 of National Institutes of Health. The NIH was that thing that Francis Collins was over, that one guy that everybody said we should listen to. He was an acceptable Christian, even though he's crazy. Why? Excuse me. The grant began in August of 2024 and it ends in July 2029. But here's the part. This is the troubling part. And JP, I can't really look at you when I read this. But according to the description, the grant will focus on the vaginal health of transgender men, despite their significance. Because see, I didn't know they could have one. Vaginal symptoms and infections are poorly characterized in a TGM, a transgender man. The description continues. This population is underserved. That's because there ain't that many of them. This population is underserved and have limited engagement with sexual health services. Again, I repeat, do you know that many? Largely due to discrimination and mistrust of the medical establishment. Well, I'll say because you are distorting your body parts and you're trying to be somebody you ain't. And nobody ever done loved you enough to say, you probably ain't should do that. That's a problem. But federal records state that UAB's already received over $230,000 of the grant's obligated funds. Now, here's the other thing, just real quickly. This is so strange, but another grant, which reached maturity October 2024, doled out nearly $440,000 from Health and Human Services funds to study the impact of testosterone use on the vaginal microbiota in transgender men. They're saying a whole lot of words I don't know anything about. And we got real problems in this world. And you live in a first world country when these are the kinds of stupid things you get to study.
TGM was their acronym for transgender man.
Male.
Mutilation?
Male.
Yeah, I got a better definition or an acronym. It's MEN.
What's that? Oh,
Man.
you don't say. That's exactly right.
He's so smart.
JP, excuse me,
just like
Virgil,
Pepper.
Hiram, I don't know who you are, but you're exactly right. MEN, that's what we studying. And you are putting yourself through hell on earth and get you some money from some people, us, people. Bless it all. Bless it all. MEN.
I just have to say though, before we move on, because please let's move on.
It is a horrifying subject.
I mean, Pearl. No,
Yes, whatever I am, it don't matter.
Cluj.
Jovi Ray.
Phyllis.
Yes.
Have you ever looked into what you have to do to give a man a vagina?
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I have. It's been a minute and I almost wanted to throw up.
It is.
I might cut y'all's mics off.
It is disturbing, to say
I'm
the least.
Sorry. If we're giving money to it, we're going to say it as it is. I'm not going to describe it, but if you need to, you look it up. It is disgusting.
And don't forget, these books describing this kind of crap is in the libraries in front of a children's. Still. That is all.
And your tax dollars are paying for it. It don't matter if it's coming from the state or the federal government. Your money is going to this. And your tax rate, think about it. You know, you make more, you give more. So you're just funding this stuff and stuffing they have to do.
It's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm laughing.
Leave it to that. It can't go no more.
No more.
Flock no more.
Flock no more. Well, I have a bit of more lighthearted story.
Please.
Oh, thank goodness.
To end the show with today.
Okay.
Allegedly, there's a bear on the loose in Shelby County. And we got footage of the bear from D. James Spann and his Facebook. This is one night behind Briarwood Christian. Look at the size of
Right
that
down the road.
black bear.
5 minutes from where we sit right now.
So y'all, what do you do if you run into a bear in the woods?
Okay, well, I'm glad you asked.
A black bear.
I'm glad you asked because it's a different reaction for each bear. Black bear, you jump up and down, you scream, you make noise, so he runs away.
Can you demonstrate a little more
Like,
fully?
He runs away. If it's a grizzly bear or a brown bear, you play dead. You play
Dead?
You play dead if
Okay.
it's a black or a brown bear, because they will chase you. So you play dead. Black bear, they're skittish, they run away. Brown bear, you guys play dead. Now, if it's a polar bear, you're cooked, but we ain't got to worry about those here because, well, that
I don't
of.
know. Things
That-
are getting weird.
That I know of, but here's the thing, okay? Y'all remember the dilemma or the question that went viral? If you're alone in the woods, would you rather come across a man or a bear?
Mm.
And a lot of women were saying, well, at least a bear won't rape me, so I'm going to run into a bear.
Yes,
It
I
went
understand.
viral. So, they were, just being man-hating. But, I mean, that black bear is like, that's just a big dog.
A big dog, JP.
Black bear,
Virgil.
A black bear is like a big dog. I ain't
Is
worried
he?
about it. Yes,
Is he? Are you sure? He looks pretty daggone big to me.
Okay, but did you? Here, I'll have to,
I don't want to run across him.
He
and
went to
find
my
out.
friend's pool.
He could be. What?
Yes. She lives up there. Her house.
Is she
backs
by
up.
me?
Yeah, she's right across from Herdmont Park, you know, up that hill. She lives in a house and she put out a video. That bear was right by her pool licking her salt something for the deer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I got to pull back up this footage of the black bear.
What's his name going to be, guys? Because we need to name him.
I don't know, but he ain't hurting nobody. Hold on, let me pull it back.
Virgil, are you sure he ain't hurting nobody? He's big.
I think we name him Shelby.
I love
Shelby
it.
for
I
Shelby
love it,
County.
Shelby.
Or
That's
Richard.
good. Or Richard Shelby.
Oh.
Unfortunately, here, I'm trying to get the footage to come back up, but this is like you let your big dog out in the backyard. He's just sunbathing. He's just looking at the trees. I think we're making a lot of hoopla about nothing here. This is just, I understand the bear. It can be scary, but black bear is like that. I mean, he's minding his own business. I think we just need to give him some treats, give him some, whatever. But allegedly he is on the loose in Shelby County. And so just beware and don't have open garbage out because apparently that attracts them too.
Don't have open garbage. Okay.
I'm terrified.
JP, I'm gonna send you this of my friend's house. And I want you I want you to post it.
Oh my goodness.
And maybe you can zoom in. I don't know. God, why won't it zoom? Look, he just eating that rock right by the pool. They have just a little, it's like a waterfall. I bet he went swimming.
Listen, this is why I told my son where we's going, there's bear. And I said, I'll give you the snacks I have for the boys because I don't want the bears to eat it. I feel very validated in my quest to keep people from getting eaten by bears.
It's a bar.
It's a bar. It's a bar.
It's more of a bar.
It's a bar.
It's a bar.
Okay. Is there
I don't
anything
know
else?
What a bear is.
Okay. A bar.
I can't get
okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Anyway, it's just about to go for a little dive in the poo. But I guess now we gotta look out for snakes and bar.
I don't think I'm gonna go outside anymore.
Not until it cools down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I just go in and out to my car, and if I take walks, I'll do it with Chris. Because one time twice, we almost done stepped on snakes. One was a copperhead, and one was a timber rattler.
Okay, now I do not do snakes.
Well, I tell you what, I don't either, and I almost let my precious beloved husband back over a snake because I couldn't get the words out. And all he did, thank goodness we've been married 25 years by that point. He looked at me and he goes, am I near something I shouldn't be? And I was like, yeah. And I just backed away. He was like, you're going to leave me? Just like I did when everybody was in the water and a manatee came along and I thought it was a shark and I got out of the water. Did I get my kids out? Nope. I was frozen by fear.
You're like, good luck.
So y'all don't pet the bar. Did I say that right?
Don't pet the bar.
Okay.
Back up from the bar.
Have y'all ever seen a rattlesnake up close?
I don't enjoy them.
I'll just say this, that there's a reason that God gave snakes no arms and legs, because the snake, if you read your Bible, is the reason why we have sin in the world today, because it was Satan himself who became a snake or a snake. So I don't know why we tolerate snakes. And I understand some of them are good, but if I'm seeing a snake, I'm either running or it's dead. I'm not.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
There's no in between for me.
I'm trying to find a video. We did snakes, or no, we had a snake at the lake house this weekend. It was under the kayak.
What kind?
And I go out. We had a bunch of kids there, so of course that's exciting. And I go out and they're flipping it over, and one of the kids grabs it by the tail and starts holding it up. And it's probably 4 feet long.
Was it a mock?
No, it was just a little cute little rat snake.
Okay,
so we just let it go. But it was.
That's an immediate no.
Would you rather erase your own memories or erase someone else's memories of you?
That's a hard question.
Dang.
We can do a different one.
Way to kill the mood.
Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
Internet, yes.
I'll go internet too.
I'd like to not know what I know.
Would you rather give up all drinks except water or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven?
We need water. So cooked in an oven.
Wait, no.
That means I can't have cookies.
You can. There's ways around it. What about an air fryer? You can cook them in an air fryer.
Okay, you're right.
You got to be industrious.
Okay,
or just set them outside on a rock and bake them like they did in the old days.
And hope the bear doesn't get them.
Over an open fire. Well, y'all, big news. Tomorrow, Abs won't be here. But guess who will be?
This is exciting.
Bill Bubba Bussey's coming to host the whole show with me tomorrow. And we might just talk like this the whole time. For real. Bubba's going to be here tomorrow on the right side. It's going to be off the chishangs. Wish Abs well. She's going to be gone the rest of the week getting her son married off.
Yes, ma'am, I am. But I'll miss y'all.
Look out for those bars up there.
Oh, yes, I will, girl. I will. I'll miss y'all so much. I'll send you pictures.
I need videos.
I'll send you everything.
Okay.
The BTS.
Okay.
Behind the scenes.
I can't wait. Okay, we'll see y'all tomorrow.